Hey everyone, RevTrev here from Kempner Canucks. My goodness, the last few hours, actually last 24, 48 hours in Canucks land has been wild, like literally wild. And it has nothing to do, well, very little to do with what's happening on the ice. We have lost like 6 out of the last 7 on the ice. Just got blown out by the LA Kings. 5 goals on 20 shots. Abysmal, terrible. The Boston game was awesome, the comeback, but that's not even the big headlines. The big headlines is that Pettersson is in contract negotiations with the Canucks again, which he said he didn't want to do until the end of the year. But the reason why, and many of you have heard this story already, but let me give my take, is because he's been pressured into it. And if this rumor or report, I should say, by Elliot Friedman and all the stuff that Frank Saravelli is posting about they're now renewing contracts. The reason why this is insane, everyone, is because the Vancouver Canucks and the Carolina Hurricanes were in trade negotiations for Elias Pettersson. And I'm like, say what? This is what I've been saying. Like, if Pettersson wants to play hardball, well, so can the Canucks. And at the end of the day, Alvin and Rutherford, man, you guys are amazing because you are doing this right. You are doing this right. You are absolutely slaying it as our general managers and president of hockey of operations, right? Like, you need to know. Is he in or is he out? And here's the thing, and it's not like you're trying to be a jerk. It's like you are in charge of our team. You have to put our team first. It's not about the players only. Now, here's the thing. You just offered Pettersson reportedly insane money. 12 million times 8. That's what they're talking about. That's all the reports are saying. Everyone's saying, well, is it going to be short term? Blah, blah, blah. No. It's going to be 12 times 8 right now. That's insane money. It's not like you haven't bent over backwards saying, Pettersson, we want you here. We want you a part of the core of our team. Could you please sign? Here, we're going to give you the money, the term that you want. And guess what? You wanted to be on a playoff contending or a cup contending team. Well, we went all in. We're all in. We went and got Zadorov. We went and got your buddy from Sweden, Lindholm. And we gave away a lot of, like a decent amount of assets for all those things so that we can show you we're all in, okay? We're all in. We're merging, we're even talking about going after Gensel. We're all talking about, list the names of people that we've been talking about, still trying to get. Are you kidding me? So it's not like, oh, do you want to be here or are you gone? No, it's like we've offered you a significant, the biggest contract in Canucks history and have turned this team around from being horrific to first in the NHL. Granted, we're on a slump right now, whatever. At the end of the day, this team is now in the conversation as a cup contender. And you're like still dragging your feet and it's like, what are we going to do here? Are you in or are you out? And that's what we know. Because if you're out and it's fine, that's your choice. We need to get as much for you as possible. We're not going to get caught in the Johnny Gaudreau situation where you drag this out and you don't tell us, and all of a sudden we lose our biggest asset going forward. You're 25 years old. You have potential coming out of everywhere. Are you in or are you out? And they called his bluff, everyone. They were in conversation. Now, I don't know if Vancouver called Carolina or Carolina called Vancouver. Doesn't matter. But they were talking about a pretty significant deal. Now, a lot of the conversation about who is the speculation now, and I don't think we're ever going to find out really who it is. But Natchez was the main key in everyone that you see. Some people are talking about first round picks, which are awesome, and you know me, I love first round picks. But in all honesty, a first round pick in the NHL is an entry draft, so it's another 2 to 3 years before you get a guy, your first round pick to play in the NHL. So it is future, right? But the other one was Nikishan, who is in the KHL right now, supposed to be a stud defenseman. And that was a name that was there. Then Kotkaniemi, I'm just butchered his name. He was in the conversation. He's been a bust. He's been a bust by Montreal. Should have never picked him over Brady Tkachuk. What a stupid move. Now he's on Carolina. He's not even on Montreal anymore. That's how bad it is. He's on the fourth line, making he's a 4.5, 8, whatever it is, $1 million player, fourth line center. Like we don't not want him. We don't need him. We don't. That would be a throw. I don't think Alvin and Rutherford will go get him in this deal. But that he was reported in there. I don't know. This is where the speculation's happening now, and I don't know what's going to take place. But this is significant that now, I would have been like, if you would have traded Pettersson for Aho, I would have done that in a heartbeat because Aho is proven. He's a stud. That's a blockbuster I want. The problem was when you trade away the best player in the deal, it almost always doesn't go well for your team. For example, when you start looking at trades, whoever got the best player wins the trade. Right? The stud guy won the trade. Like, you have to go so far back to get, well, what about this one? Well, you know what some people are saying? Well, remember when that Lindros got traded? Lindros, you know what? That was in the 90s when that happened. The 90s, everyone. Like, that's how long ago before the stud, they traded Lindros away and got Forsberg and all these guys and won cups. That's why Quebec won cups, because it's Colorado. Like, this is what we're talking about. And so as much as, like, I don't want to pay Pettersson 12 times 8, I don't, but he's got potential. He's got to play better. And everyone's saying, well, he's distracted. Now, the first one was he injured in his first slump, right? And he wasn't. All the reports are saying he wasn't. And now the reports are, well, now he's in a distraction. Well, yeah, sign a contract. Bro, are you staying? Are you in or are you out? That's what we want to know. And so that's what Alvin and Rutherford did. They called his bluff. He's like, you really want to be out of Vancouver? The place that you've called home for all these years, the place that's believed in you, that drafted you, the one that is now bringing people in because you're like, I want to be on a team that's like this? Cool, great, awesome. By the way, you can tell I'm in a hotel room. I'm still at Provincials with my daughter and her team, and I'm coaching. I'm co-coaching there. It's been crazy, but so this is another hotel stream. But I think this is just a serious situation we need to talk about. Like, what in the world just happened? What? And then all of a sudden, contracts negotiations restarted because of course, because Pettersson's going, I don't want to move. Like, some of your best buddies are on this team. Like, you and blockbuster have really grown up together. Like, think about that, right? I'm excited about, I like this kind of news. This is kind of stuff that gets me pumped. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to start a channel, for things like this. Like, not just the games, not just the team, but like all the stuff around it. That's just wild. This is a wild story, and I'm loving it. Now, you can post in the comments if you think we should trade Pettersson, or that we should just sign him and get this deal done with and get it over with. The only challenge I have is, like, I mean, we got to get out of this losing streak. This is terrible. So, and we got to be prepared for the playoffs, because at the end of the day, we want to be winning rounds, making noise, and potentially contending for cups. Not just a cup this year, but this year it seems like we're all in and we're trying to get it going. And I don't know, like, people are like, what deals are we still going to make? I have no idea at this stage. I mean, I have guesses, but that's it. So, hope you guys are doing well. You girls are doing well. Thank you so much for watching, liking my videos, subscribing, getting memberships, all those things. I so appreciate it. Appreciate you. And it is fun to be a Vancouver Canuck fan right now. So, I mean, think about last year at this time and then now. Like, it's night and day difference. And it's been wild. It's been wonderful. It's been crazy. Yeah. And so we're facing some adversity, and we're in a slump right now, and we got to get out of it. And next game's on Sunday, and we're gonna go do that. And I even forget who we play now that all this other news is coming out. It's someone, I don't know, it doesn't matter. We're gonna win on Sunday anyways. I knew it was someone who was a little weaker. So, but we're going into a real crazy stretch in March, and I need to do my March prediction video. So have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. And of course, always, go Canucks. Go!